Hello and welcome to Module 7 of Entrepreneurship Development. In this module, we shall be discussing financing, loan, and financial planning. That is, fueling the venture. The module content here includes 1. We should be looking at source of business capital like personal funding, loan, grant, and investors, step-by-step guide to seeking business loan and funding, including the draft, writing company profile letter for funding and partnership, including the draft, financial planning, budgeting, and cash flow management. We will now look at financial analysis and performance measurement before we now draw our valid conclusion. Let's begin with the introduction. Money is the oxygen of business. No matter how brilliant the idea may be, a business needs capital to survive and grow. Many businesses fail not for lack of customer, but for lack of financial planning. Therefore, financial literacy is a strategic advantage. These models will cover 1. Where to get money, that is source of capital, how to ask for money, such as loan and proposal, then how to manage money, that is budgeting and cash flow, and how to measure success, that is the financial analysis. Let us look at source of business capital. Where does the money come from? Money could come from the following source. 1. Personal, which is bootstrapping. The key features of personal source of funding include 1. You will have full control and it is high personal risk. It is best for startup and proof of concept. Number 2 stocks is loan, which is debt financing. The key features is that it requires repayment and interest, as well as retain ownership. It is best or good for a stable business with cash flow. Number 3 stocks is government grant. The key feature is that it is not non-repayable and it is highly competitive. It is good for social enterprises, technologies, and agriculture. Then another source of capital to business is through investors, which is equity financing. The key features is that it is capital for shares and share control. It is best for high growth, scalable ventures. Most successful businesses use a mix of these sources of financing a business. Now let us look at choosing the right capital, the key consideration. Before choosing a source, ask yourself the following question. 1. The cost. What is the interest rate or equity I must give up? Number 2 consideration is the control. Am I willing to share the decision making? Number 3 is the risk. That you need to consider the risk. Can I handle the repayment pressure? Then number 4 stage or the consideration is the stage. Is my business ready for this type of funding? Example, a technological startup seeking rapid scaling might prefer capital venture, while a local bakery may prefer a microfinance loan. So these are some of the considerations that must be put in place before considering the source of financing a business. Having known that, let us look at step-by-step guide to seeking funds. There are 8-step process to get your money. Number 1, you have to first assess your need. That you have to assess exactly how much you need and why you need the money. Number 2 is evaluation of position. Review your cash flow, your credit history, as well as your collateral. Number 3 step is you now prepare your plan. A strong business plan is non-negotiable. Number 4 process is gather your documents like CAC certificate of incorporation, your TIN, that is tax identification number, as well as your bank statement. Number 5 stage is you now identify your stocks, find the right bank, investors, or the grant. Then number 6 stage, you now submit your application. Ensure it is complete and professional. Then number 7 stage is attend your interview. Defend your projection with high degree of confidence. Then number 8, you now review and accept. Understand the terms and conditions binding the source of loan. Now let us look at simple draft. That's loan application letter. how to ask the bank for money on company letterheaded paper. Now look at this. This is a drafted loan application. The subject is application for a business loan facility. The letter read, Dear sir or madam, we respectfully apply for a loan facility of 15 million naira to expand our manufacturing operation. The fund will be used for the acquisition of new production equipment. Our company has recorded consistent revenue growth of 25% annually over the past 3 years. Based on our projected cash flow, we anticipate full repayment within 36 months. Attach our business plan and financial statement. Yours faithfully. You now add the name of your organization and the CEO. So this is a sample letter of loan application. Having known that, let us look at company profile letter. That is your business first impression. A company profile letter introduces your business to investors or partners. It is not a full business plan. It is concise and compelling summary. The key components of company profile letter include one, introduction. Here you introduce who you are and when you started your business. Number two component is background and your achievement. That is, you state what you have done, use numbering. Number three component is the request. State exactly what you need and why you need it. Then number four component is future outlook, where you are going in the nearest future. Key hint, keep it up to 1 to 2 pages, professional, and tailor it to the recipient. Now let us look at financial planning. That is the strategic roadmap. Financial planning may be defined as the long-term vision, usually 3 to 5 years, of where your money will come from and where it will go. The key objective of financial planning include one, it ensures funds are available for growth. Number two, it minimizes financial risk. Number three, it maximizes profitability. Let us look at the rainy day rule, which says that maintain a liquidity buffer of at least 6 months of operating expenses. So the rainy days rule states that a business should maintain a cash in liquid form for daily operation for at least 6 months period. So having done that, let us look at budgeting. Budgeting your spending limit. A budget translates your plan into actionable, measurable target. It prevents vanity spending, fencing office at the expense of growth. That is spending marketing. The rule for budgeting is usually 70-20-10 rule for business. That is 70 for operation, which is used for payment of salary, rent, and utility. 20% for growth, which is invested in marketing and sales. Then 10% for reserve. That is for research and development, which is reserved for emergency fund and innovation. Then the zero-based budgeting principle state that start every month at 0 naira and justified every expenses. Having known that, let us look at cash flow management. That is the daily reality checks. Profit is an option. Cash is a fact. You can have millions in sale, but still go bankrupt if customers does not pay on time. So cash flow management is very much sacrosanct, which says that profit is an option. Cash is fact. You can have million sales, but if your customer fails to pay, you will now go bankrupt. Now let us look at cash flow management, which is tracking the timing of money in and out. So cash flow management is the process of tracking the timing of money in and out. The techniques of cash flow management include one, speed up inflow, which offers discount for early payments. Then slow down outflow, which negotiates 60-day payment terms with supplier. Then we have track daily. Use tools like QuickBooks or Wave to track your budget or your cash flow on daily basis. Now let us look at the big difference between planning, budgeting, and cash flow. The future of let us look at their features. The goal of financial planning is strategic vision. Then the goal of budgeting is cost control, whereas the goal of cash flow management is to hold cash in liquid form for paying bills. Then the time for financial planning is usually 3 to 5 years. For budgeting, it is usually annually. So the timing is usually annually. Whereas that of cash flow management is day-to-day activities. So planning for day-to-day activities. And the focus of financial planning is where are we going to? As for the budgeting, the focus is what can we spend? Then as for cash flow management, the focus is can we pay salary today? Profitability keeps you in the game. Cash flow keeps you alive. Now let us look at financial analysis, which is measuring your business health financially. We use ratio to get beyond the surface of your bank balance. So use ratio to get beyond the surface of your bank balance. The matrix is one, gross profit margin, which is used, the formula for calculating gross profit margin is your total revenue minus expenses divided by revenue. So what it tells you is production efficiency. Then another matrix is net profit margin, which is obtained by the formula net income divided by revenue, which tells you the true take-home profit. Another matrix is current ratio, which is current assets divided by current liability, which tells you can you pay short-term bill, usually above 1 year. Is a good one. Now we have another matrix which is burn rate, which is obtainable by the formula monthly operating expenses. It tells you how long until you need cash more. So these are some of the metrics used in calculating financial analysis. Now let us look at the key performance indicators, KPI. Beyond numbers, this matrix predicts your future financial success. So we have CAC, customer acquisition cost, which is one of the key performance indicator, which tells you how much to get one new customer. So this CAC, customer acquisition cost, analyze how much it will take to get one new customer. We have another key performance indicator, which is CLV, customer lifetime value, which is the total profit from a particular customer over a given period of time. So it measures the profit that you generate from a particular customer over a given period of time. So it is a key performance indicator. So the rule of thumb of CVL should be 3 times more than customer acquisition cost. Another key performance indicator is the break-even point, which is the sales needed to cover, that is the sales needed to cover all costs. The formula to calculate your break-even point is the total fixed cost all over your price, selling price minus the variable cost. Once you break even, extra sales, every extra sales is profit. In conclusion, from funding to financial freedom, success fund is only the beginning. Managing them wisely determines your long-term success. The winning formula: choose the right capital source for your stage. 2. Act professionally with a solid plan and profile. 3. Control your spending through strict budgeting. 4. Monitor your cash flow daily. 5. Measure your performance with key ratio. Then the final thought: businesses that combine strategic financing with disciplined financial management are the ones that build empire. Thank you and God bless you.